Hello, I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these, several weeks, maybe more than a month even. Used to do these once a week and we've been just so busy. But wanted to talk to you today about an article that I came across that I will put a link to in this once it's up and posted and done. That is by I'm going to shake the camera here if I move that. Sorry about that. By a fellow by the name of Jason Dana. And Jason is an assistant professor of management. I'm reading this, sorry. Management and marketing. Let me start that over. Jason is an assistant professor of management and marketing at the Yale School of Management. And he wrote an article that I read that I got thinking that kind of struck me because it hits at the core of what we actually do. And his article is actually titled "The Utter Uselessness of Job Interviews." We're a recruiting firm. That's what we do all day long. And so it got me thinking, do interviews actually really truly work? And I read through his article, and I'll encourage you to do the same. And of course, he ends it by stating that realistically, of course, interviews aren't going away. It's one of the key and fairly only tested tool that we have to welcome in new people to organizations. And the fact of the matter is, we all know in absolutely any hiring situation, you never know how someone is going to work out until you get them in and they start working for you. There's really no other way to find out how well someone is going to be at the role you've hired them to fill. So what we are looking at here is a couple of thoughts, though, and I agree with some of this in his article. And I would encourage you to, take a look at this, read through it, and see what you agree with. But a couple of things that are mentioned is the fact that we are predisposed to cloud the interview process with our own ideas, thoughts, ideologies, opinions that we've developed about the role or about the position and the candidate that we believe is going to best fill that role. And he uses a pretty good example in his article, and I'll let you read through that, of how a candidate was selected based on an assumption of an interviewing team that was completely incorrect about that particular candidate. Just the way things turned out. And it was all actually due to miscommunication and a piece of ambiguity surrounding the interview that was done. And so it's important, I think, to remember that if you do your best to construct a well thought out interview process, and let me know if you agree with this or not, but like what we do is a well thought out interview process with consistent questions for all candidates, then questions that relate specifically to the position that you're trying to fill or needing to fill, and questions then specifically related to any special hard skills or perhaps soft skills that are crucial to successful completion of the duties in that role, and then actually being able to excel up and above and beyond and grow within a particular organization. Hopefully that's what we all want to do. In fact, this week, yesterday, at an executive roundtable discussion group, a lot of leaders come to every Tuesday out here in the Northwest Chicagoland region, we talked about talent versus experience, and the general consensus was at the end, experience does not equal talent. But I think this kind of folds into that and into the interview question, or do interviews actually work? How are yours working? How do your interviews work? Let me know. Talk to you guys later. Thanks.